Hello and welcome. It's been a long time, a very, very long time since I've done one of these videos. I'm going to be start to do loads more, doing loads of new ones and the new input system, and pretty much it's probably a way that I sort of teach myself is by teaching it to others, and then I become a lot more comfortable with it. So I'm going to do a really quick tutorial today. I've just smashed it out on YouTube simply because I haven't done this in a long time, and I need to kind of refresh my memory and kind of have a play with things. So what I'm going to do is we are going to create a really simple portal using transforms. So you might be like, oh, there's a way better way to do this, and yeah, there probably is, but I'm just doing this to help me and also trying to teach you guys something as well. So if you're an absolute beginner or you want to kind of know how to do really basic gritty portals from the game portal, we'll do that. So what we're going to do first, we'll stick with creating a player. So we'll create it as a cube and we'll call this player, and we're also going to tag them as player. And it's really important that we do that. We should do that for every game that we do anyway. And what I'm going to try and do, I've kind of got a really crude drawing with me here of what I kind of want to create very nice and simply. Let's go and add another 3D object. This is going to be our portal. So I'm going to call this sphere portal A. And we can go to the X and spread that out a bit, and go to the Z and spread that out a bit so it looks more like a big old Smartie or M&M or whatever, and put that under our players. I'm definitely going to capture our player. Yeah, lovely, fantastic. So let's give that a bit of a colour. So let's go dunk. Let's call this materials. Always good to have a file format. Let's go and create a material. Let's call this blue. And I have no idea what that kind of is, that kind of colour for one of the portals. I don't know which order they go in, but this is going to be my best shot. And what we're going to do is going to create an orange one as well for portal. Call this orange. So if you've never watched one of my videos before, I wouldn't advise watching this one. Probably better ones out there. I haven't done this in ages. So and we'll call this orange as well. So we'll just duplicate that, drag that across, and just to show that we're duplicating, we'll make sure that our colour is coming out of there. So what we want to happen here is that we're going to add some gravity, so we'll add a rigid body to our square, and our square is going to fall and drop. So it's going to drop down and go boom, and as soon as it hits this collider, it's going to go transfer itself via triggers and boom, fall out here. So we've got kind of that portal idea kind of going on with us there. And again, I said, no, it's really, really basic, but kind of gives me a good idea, kind of gets me back into the recording videos and stuff like that. So here we go. So what we're going to do, our inspector, our player is tagged as player. Let's add a rigid body very quickly. There we go, rigid body. And then I'm going to call this portal B. And then we should probably create a tagging process for this as well. So let's go to tag, let's go to add a tag, and we're going to call this portal A, and we're going to add another one and call it portal B. Lovely, and then we're going to click on portal A and then actually assign that to portal A, tag, and then on portal B, assign that to portal B. Lovely, so that should really, really help us for our naming and for our script. So let's create a folder for our scripts. So it's like we're going to make a proper game, scripts, and then we're going to create a new C# script. And we're just going to call this, we'll be really basic, call this portal. Dunk, 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 dunk. Let Unity read that. Lovely. Should probably be using Unity 2022 as well, but I'm not. Make sure you use the LTS 2022. That's just come out. Whoa, a weird Visual Studio. What happened here? Cool, lovely. Let's zoom in so we can actually see what's going on here. Lovely. So, for my very basic script, we don't need any of this. There we go. So, what we're going to do is we need to have like a public game object, and we need to find portal B because it's going to hit portal A, and we can do that from a trigger. So let's find portal B. So portal B, and let's call the game object portal B. That will really help us. There we go, portal B. And then what we can do is do an on trigger enter. So really nice and simple. And then we'll keep it collider other. That's fine. So we can then say if our other dot compare tag is coming through as player, so we want to detect the player, which is our cube. What do we do? Oh, sorry, I've totally forgotten the. There we go. How to get the encapsulated brackets. That's cool. And then here we can, if you want to write some pseudocode, we can write some pseudocode as well. We might write it a little bit afterwards. So this function will, this was the word we're looking for, teleports the player to portal B. Lovely. And so how do we do that? Well, we want to say that our other dot transform dot position. So when we say we're mentioning other, we're talking about the player, because that is the one with the collider that's going to trigger, and that, or what's going to happen. So what we're going to say is the position of our other, which is going to be player, is equal to the position of portal B. So what we can do, we've got our game object, so we can go portal B, and we can say transform dot position. Lovely. So I don't think we need anything else for that. I think it's going to be nice, clean, simple bit of script, and we're going to create a very crude but hopefully working portal. So let's click on portal A. We're going to add our script to portal A. We also need to make sure that it's our sphere is on trigger. And really, do we need to worry about B with the on trigger? I don't think so. We can see what happens anyway. If we don't make it on trigger, it should be fine. But portal A definitely should be on trigger. Actually, I will probably make that on trigger, just in case it bounces it on, knocks it into next week. Let's quickly save that. So our script is going to come onto portal A. Under portal A, the portal script then asks for portal B, the game object, in which it will grab the game object, and it's just going to knock it out, hopefully, from where the position of portal B is. So let's press play, see what happens. There we go. As we can see, we've got some kind of error there. Let's have a look what that error is. The variable portal B has not been assigned. Oh, okay. So it's because is it removing the game object? You probably need to assign portal B variable to the portal script in the inspector. That's amazing, because I did and I did it. Oh, I did the script twice. Let's just remove that script. Cool. There we go. So let's press play again, and we can see the process now of just going. Dunk, there we go, and it's jumped through there. Let's have a look. The variable portal has not been assigned. Go away. Let's see when we press play why that always pops up. Shouldn't really pop up. There we go. That's absolutely fine. So we can see now where if we always press play, Dunk. There we go. So we've got that infinite portal. You could create an infinite portal. You could create a real basic MVP, so minimum viable product, to kind of show your portal game if you wanted to create portals and stuff like that. And as I said, I've essentially done it with the portal colors, but I've got my cube transporting between the very large Smarties essentially. But as I said, for really kind of basic functionality and for showing off something as a minimum viable product, especially if you're learning Unity and you're doing this for a project or a module or something like that, that would be really, really helpful. Cool. Lovely to do these videos again. I'm happy that this video is really nice and short as well. And I will see you very, very soon.